Orphaned wells are gas and oil wells that have been left behind by their owner and are no longer in service. In fact, there may be as many as 500,000 orphaned wells. We know where some of them are, but there may be as many as 300,000 that are undocumented. They could be hiding where you hunt, where you hike, close to your house, and even in your backyard. An orphaned well has not been plugged up or cleaned up in any way. They are still sending pollutants into the air and could be leaking into our water. Orphaned wells are also a significant source of methane emissions in the US. You can't see methane unless you use a special camera. So if we plug them, we can slow climate change and reduce toxic chemicals that can harm our children. But we have to find them first. The Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, the U.S. Department of Clean Energy, McGill University, Mom's Clean Air Force, and Environmental Defense Fund have teamed up to create a pilot project to find these undocumented wells in multiple areas around Western PA over the next 2 years. The project is funded by the Bloomer Foundation and other contributors. To find them, we may use maps, ground surveys, or feedback from the public. But we are also going to use drones. It is called an aeromagnetic survey, and it uses drones to locate magnetic signatures of wells and detect methane emissions. The drone will follow a planned flight path, collecting magnetic and methane data. Wells, especially those with metal casings or equipment, create distinct magnetic anomalies. These anomalies are detected by the magnetometer and can be mapped to identify the well's location and depth. Collected data is then processed and analyzed. Magnetic anomalies are identified and mapped. Methane concentration data is analyzed to locate emission sources. Elevated levels of methane detected can indicate potential leaks or emissions from wells. The Pennsylvania DEP will then confirm the location of an undocumented well. If it is determined that the well is an emergency, the DEP will address it as soon as possible. The Federal Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act was signed into law on November 15, 2021. IIJA has the potential to provide approximately $400 million to Pennsylvania to plug and remediate orphaned oil and gas wells across the Commonwealth through the year 2030. Not only will this project help us find orphaned wells, but we hope it will also provide data to kickstart projects across the country so that wells can no longer hide. By plugging these orphaned wells, we can cut pollution, tackle climate change, improve our health, and create a brighter future for all of us.